Hello, everybody. It's great to be here. Thank you for your time. And I really appreciate that, because I appreciate also that you're busy. You got things to do, and you're spending a little bit of time. Well, I'm going to take, I don't know, a quarter of an hour, something like that, to talk to you about results mastery. Now, in this session, I want to be really clear. This is not about me pitching my program, right? I'm not going to pitch it. Well, I might do a little bit at the end, say, if you want a meeting about it, then great. What I want to pitch you on is the power of the concept of results mastery. What is results mastery really about? And if you think about it, we all get results, don't we? From our marketing, from our sales, from our customer service, our financial side of the business, our strategic thinking. Business is really about results. That's why we do marketing, not to, get brand awareness or to get, likes or whatever. How many leads does this create? When we look at sales, it's about how many sales do we convert into business. So results, the great thing about results is it can be measured, can't it? You can measure your financial success. You can measure your customer service, doing surveys and stuff like that. You can clearly measure these days all your marketing, and you can measure your sales results and so on and so forth. So if results matter, which they do, what you've got to do, in my opinion anyway, to start with, is understand your results. Because if you don't, how do you know if you change, if you tweak things, if you change things, how do you know whether that's going to increase stuff or reduce it? Or how do you know whether it has increased it or reduced it? If you change, I don't know, something on LinkedIn to make it different, for example, the headline that you use on LinkedIn, does that get you more leads or less leads? That's the real key to all this stuff. So results matter, absolutely. That's why we do marketing. That's why we pick up the phone and talk to people. That's why we attend those networking events. That's why we manage our financial side of the business. Because as Michael Gerber said, in his famous book, The E-Myth, most businesses are operational experts. They're expert, I'm an expert landscape gardener, or, hairdresser, or accountant, or solicitor, or consultant, whatever it is I do, I'm an expert at, but I'm often not an expert at the financial side of the business and the sales and marketing side of the business. And they're mainly the sales and marketing side is the side that I help on, but also a little bit over there on the accountancy side without, being an accountant. But I give you my take on it anyway. But anyway, if that's results, and the first thing I want you to do as a consequence of being here today, because this is not just about a 15-minute session and, oh, wasn't that interesting, let's go away and carry on doing what we do. What I hope you'll do is start to take the first steps towards results mastery, and maybe coming on the program, who knows, but definitely mastering your results. So the first thing, as I've said, is to make sure that you know what results that you're getting from each and every element of your sales and marketing initially. So that being the case, I don't know how you're going to do that, whether you want to set up a spreadsheet, whether you want some way of making sure that you're measuring, if I asked you how many people come to your website each month, how many contacts have you got on LinkedIn? How's that grown? How many leads do you get? Where do they come from? What's your lead conversion rate? What's your average unit of sale? How much is a customer worth to you once they come in the door and start buying from you? How often do they buy from you? What's your, what could you do to increase your average unit of sale? These are all key questions from a sales and marketing perspective. I think, most accountants have got an understanding of your financial numbers. Well, my role, as I see it, working with my small business clients, is to understand their marketing numbers and making sure that they've got those nailed. So, you know, that's really where I come in. So, assuming that we know our current results, I'm assuming because you're here, you want to get better results, and you're here on a talk called Results Mastery. That doesn't mean results poor. It doesn't mean results average. It doesn't mean results excellent. It means mastery. It's at a higher level than that. And believe me, that is where all the rewards are. When you get to a level called mastery, that's where the rewards are, because the rewards for being good in marketing actually are poor. Most businesses are struggling to survive. Most businesses are making a living, you know, and good just for me ain't good enough. I come from a background as an international sportsman, and for me it's all about how can I do better, how can I raise the bar, how can I raise my game and become better at doing what I do. And in marketing, that I call a level called mastery. Not an expert. I want to be clear about that. An expert is somebody that knows everything, and I definitely don't know everything. In fact, I believe anybody who calls themselves a marketing expert, I'm not sure that's really true, because, you know, the world of marketing right now, it's like, you know, new stuff every day. In fact, tomorrow, let me just say this, tomorrow I'm running another one of these, and it's called how to create 50 social media posts in less than 5 minutes. Now, on Sunday, just a few days ago, today being Wednesday, on Sunday, I didn't know how to do that. You know, and that's how the marketing world's changed. I watched a video on YouTube, learned how to do it, and now I can do it. You know, and that's why and how it's so important to keep up to date with the latest technology in the world of marketing. And that's what I do. I spent, you know, 28 years now helping businesses to keep up to date, to use the modern marketing methods and the traditional ones. You know, I'm not against that, but really, that's really my specialist area. That's what I'm good at, making sure that I help people to get more out of what they're doing. Now, let me just demonstrate, if I may, my expertise. Let's just assume that we're looking at mastery, results mastery in a particular area. I'm going to select what I consider to be the hub of the whole of your marketing, and that is your website, right? Your website. That you know, everything, you know, you're doing social media to drive traffic to your website. You're doing email marketing to drive traffic to your website. You're doing Google pay-per-click advertising to drive traffic to your website, Facebook advertising to drive traffic to there, and so on and so on. You go networking, you give out business cards, say, go and check out my website, you know, and so it's the center. I think it's the centerpiece of your website. So let's assume that that's the case. Now we want to get to a level called results mastery. What do we need to do? We need to focus on a couple of things. We need to focus on traffic, and we need to focus on conversion. So taking traffic first, we need to look at, have an understanding of what the traffic is right now. Let's say you're getting, I don't know, 1,000 people to your website, you know, in an hour, in a day, in a week, in a month. I'm going to select a month, 1,000 a month, getting people to your website. So the question is, what are you doing? What are you doing to do that? Because it might not be happening naturally. And then how can we improve that? So if you're doing, for example, you're doing posts on social media, and that's creating, let's say, 400 of those people going to your website, then what do you need to do to improve that? How can you increase it? Could you do more posts? Could you do better posts? Could you have some sort of special offer that people can get when they go to your website? There's a whole variety of different things that you could do with that social media post to improve from 400 to 600. That's a 50% increase in traffic. So that might be a good thing to do. If you're doing paid advertising on Google, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and so on, again, you look at what you're doing. You know, could you improve the targeting? Could you improve the headline on the advert? Could you improve the words on the advert, or perhaps the design of the advert? You with me? Or the offer, or the words, the offer, the call to action, the CTA on the advert. There are a load of things that you can improve. And if you looked at the other ways that you're getting business, getting traffic to your website, there are ways of improving those as well. I'm not got time to go into those today. If we then look at conversion, because there's no point driving loads of traffic to a website that doesn't convert, you know, that would be stupid. That would cost you a load of money or take you a load of time, and it doesn't work. So we need to know what your conversion rate is. So currently 1,000 people come to your website, and that equals what? Let's assume it equals, I don't know, 5 leads per month. Let's just say that 5 leads per month. So if we manage to get 2,000 people to your website next month, then one could assume, give or take, that you'd get 10 leads instead of 5 leads without doing anything in terms of lead conversion. However, there's lots of things that you can do to improve the conversion rate of your website. So let's just have a look at a few of them. Firstly, if you look at page, each and every page of your site. On your page, you've probably got a page called Our Services. You've probably got another one called About Us. Now, I don't know about you, but I think those are the two of the most boring, uninteresting page titles you could have. Even if you change that to marketing services, landscape gardening services, accountancy services, whatever it is you do, rather than Our Services. You know, can't you think of anything more interesting than saying Our Services? The About Us page, I'd change to How We Help. Change it to the How We Help You. How We Help You page instead of an About Us. Nobody gives a rat's ass about you or about me, to be honest. That all they care about is what I can do for them. And that's what they care about from your point of view. So why not say, this is what we can do for you on the page? So change the headlines, alter the headlines, and improve the headlines. We then look at the text. Is there anything there that, you know, is there too much text? Is it too long a paragraphs? Could we change it? Could we improve it? Could we add bullets so people can read it really easy? What about the call to action, the CTA? If I go to most websites, we've got the headline here, we got some paragraphs, maybe we've got subheads, but often not. It's often just a load of text. Maybe we've got some bullet points, and then the CTA, if there is one, guess where it is? I'm giving you a clue here, guys. It's way down the bottom where nobody reads. You know, so have it at the top, have it in the middle, have it at the bottom, or have it in all 3 places where there's clearly an action. You know, think of it this way. On each and every page of your website, I'd recommend that you set up an MWA. What does MWA stand for? It stands for Most Wanted Action. What is the most wanted action that you want people to take? Okay, so I've been going for 15 minutes. I promised you 15 minutes, so I'm just about getting to the end of it. But you know, really, I hope we're at the beginning of it, the beginning of me helping you to grow your business. Just to give you some background of me, you know, I've been doing this now for 28 years. Now, you don't have to be, you know, brilliant to understand that anybody who's been around for that long must have something. I've spent most of that time and over £150,000 of my own money training myself by the world's leading sales, marketing, and business growth experts. And I now teach that to my clients. I run this program. It's called Results Mastery, which is exactly what it does on the tin. How it works is this. If you are interested in joining, you get an online marketing plan. We use a piece of software and we develop an online marketing plan for you. Now, that doesn't mean it's just about marketing online. It's a plan that's online, and it may include some offline marketing as well, just to clarify that. You also get access to something I call Results School. Results School is an online, it's several things actually. It's a community where you can go and share and like and comment and even sell your stuff. It's also a place where there's loads and loads of great training. Everything from how to do YouTube, how to do Facebook, LinkedIn, email, you name it, it's all on there. And it covers things like finance and customer service and systems and so on and so forth. So there's some really good stuff on there. And it's also got all my events on there, so you can find out, what you need and what you do. In addition to that, you also gain access to every Wednesday morning a one-to-one, one-to-group mastermind. So there's me and the rest of the members. We all get together on Zoom from about 8 to about 9:30, and we talk about business, what we're doing, what's happening, what our results are, and how we can improve them, and so on and so forth. People ask me questions, and it's very informal, but really, really valuable. In fact, if you asked all the members, I think they'd tell you that's the most important part of it. Now, there's also an upgrade where you can upgrade to weekly meetings with me. And there's also, as part of the standard service, you can have the occasional meeting with me. So it really depends on what you want and what we're going to do. But what I suggest is we have a quick conversation about that. So what I'd like you to do, if you see the scrolling banner below, there's the opportunity to book what I call a results meeting. You can do that by going to my website, steve-mills.com. Get yourself set up on the meeting, and we can have a conversation about your business, your marketing, the results that you're getting, the results that you want to get, and then we can talk about how I can help you to achieve those results. So that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget tomorrow, seriously, it will be the best thing you could possibly do, in my opinion. Tomorrow, get yourself on the next LinkedIn Lives at 12:30 again, and it's just as a reminder, it's how to produce 50 fully designed, all the words, everything, social media posts in less than 5 minutes. It's like gold dust. So go and make sure you do that. But anyway, thank you very much for listening. Thanks for sticking with me, and look forward to speaking soon. Bye.